Okay, so we are going to learn the one chapter. Name of the chapter is Dick Whittington and his cat. Okay, Dick Whittington and his cat, and it is written by Lord. It is written by the person. Okay, Dick Whittington and his cat. There was once a poor boy called Dick Whittington. There was a boy. There was a boy. He was a poor boy. He was a boy. His name is Dick Dick Whittington, who lived in a small village in the South England. Okay, who lived in a small village in the south of England. There was a boy. There was a poor boy. His name is Dick Whittington, and who lived in the south sides of England. Okay, he had no proper home, for both his parents had died, and he was unkindly treated by many of the villagers. And he had no proper home. Okay, who had Dick Whittington is living in England and in south of England, and his name is Dick Whittington, and he doesn't have home also. He's a poor person. He doesn't have a proper home for both his parents, and both his parents died, and he was unkindly treated by many villagers. So which means that he is a poor boy, and he live in south of England, and because he doesn't have parents, and the villagers are not treating him well. One day, the boy Dick overheard someone say that the streets of London were paved with gold, and he decided that he would go there at once and pick his fortune up in gold pieces from the streets, for he thought people might treat him more kindly if he were rich. Okay, so here till now we have understood that there was a boy, Dick Whittington, and Dick Whittington is a boy, and he lives in south side of England. Okay, and he is alone. He is living in family. He is alone. He doesn't have family. Only he is alone, and people are not respecting him. And one day, what happened? And he heard someone says in the society that there is a one area in England, like there are lots of golds are there. So he get an idea that if he will reach there and if he will take that gold, so people will respect him. Okay, people will treat him kindly. So this young Dick set out to walk to London. So London is the place where golds are there. So he decided he will go in London, and he had not gone far when a man in cart stopped and asked him if he was running away from home. So when he started walking London, and he just started only. There was one cart, one taxi driver, we can say, ask him, like, you are running away from home. Then after that he responded, I have no home. So when someone asked him where you are going, then he said, I have no home only. I am not running away. I am on my way to London to find my fortune. I am so he said to that man, I am on my way. I am on my way to London to find my luck. I am going to London myself, said the carter. I am going to London myself, said the carter. Who said, I am going to London myself, said the carter. Clear? Who is going to London? He is going to London. Okay, said the carter. Jump up her, jump up here beside me, and we will journey together. Okay. So there is a one Carter said that I am going to London myself. So come with me, jump here and beside me. We will go together. So till now we have understood that there is one Dick Whittington is a poor boy. His parents are dead. He is alone in his home, And not only that, uh, there is a in London. Someone said to him like there is a golds and silvers are there. So Dick Whittington decided that let's go there. So when he was started walking for 4 miles, there was one cart, one bullock cart, one driver asked him where you are going. You are running away from home. So he responded, no, I am not running away from home. I don't have home only. So I am on my way to London. So he also said that I am also going there. I am on my way to London. Come up, come with me. Let's go together. They arrive in London. So they both, this cart and they arrive in London just before nightfall. Just before night, they arrive in London, and the carter left the Dick and made his way to an inn. So Carter left him there, and Carter said that I am going. You can go. Poor Dick stood alone and looked around him in dismay. So this Dick, he was a poor. He was standing alone, and he don't know like what to do. With a great disappointment, where was all that fine gold? Like he was totally dismayed, that disappointed, that he thought that when he reached to the London, everywhere he will find the gold, but there was no gold. Okay, there was no gold. All he could see were dirty streets and lots of unfriendly people. So when he reached there, he thought that, because someone said that, like if you will reach in London, so you will find the gold and silver. But when he reached that, he seen that unfriendly people, plus there were no gold. The streets were very bad, and he had nowhere to sleep. And in the end, he spent the night in the corner of an alley. So he decided he slept in the corner of the alley, corner somewhere else. He slept over there, where he hoped and he would come to no harm. Okay, so first of all, he was totally upset, and after all, he wanted to spend his night. So he decided to sleep corner of that place. The next morning, Dick woke up. Next morning, Dick woke up cold. So next morning, what happened? The Dick woke up. It was very cold, miserable, and very hungry. So the environment was very cold, and he started feeling hungry. He wandered around begging for food. He wandered in London begging for food, but again and again people shouted him, "Go away, you lazy fellow." So he was very hungry, and he asked money to other people. Other people ignore him. Other people said that, "Go away, lazy fellow. Be off with you," and aim angry blows at his head. And aim angry blows at his head. At aim angry blows at his head. At last he collapsed in the street. At last he collapsed in the street and lay there. At last he collapsed and lay there, too weak to look further for food. Too weak to look further for food. Okay. So next morning, when he woke up over there, he find like cold environment, lazy, and he was hungry. He started begging for food, but people are ignoring him. People said that, "Be off from us," and aim angry blows on his head. People started angry on him. At last he collapsed in the street and lay there. At last he became very big, and he lay down on that street, and he became too weak to look further for food. He became too weak to look further for food. By chance, Dick had fallen in front of a house belonging to a rich merchant. By chance, Dick had fallen belonging to a rich merchant called Mr. Fitzwarren. Mr. Fitzwarren. Dick, the cook, was trying to drive Dick away. When Mr. Fitzwarren returned home from inspecting his ship, he stopped and said, "Dick, why don't you work if you need food?" Okay, so when Dick was sleeping in front of merchant house, and his name is Mr. Fitzwarren. So when Fitzwarren came home from his work, he asked him, like, why you don't work for it? If you need food, why you, if you need food, I would work. Dick said, I would work, but I know nobody who will give me anything to do. So when he merchant asked him, so he responded, I know, I know, I know nobody, no one is going to be give me a job. Take him into the kitchen, orders the cook. So Mr. Fitzwarren had said to him, take him to inside the home to the cook, and feed him first, and then find some work for him. Okay, so Mr. Fitzwarren was a good person. He said to his servant that take him inside the home and first give him food, and after that find a work for him. So Dick was given a home and a living. So the Dick was very happy. He was given a home and living, and he had a small corner of a room to sleep in, and his job was to help the cook with all the pots and pans in the kitchen. And Dick's life should have been much better than before, but he still had too difficult to face. Okay, so his life was sad. Mr. Fitzwarren accepted him, and he started working on his home. But there was a two difficulties were there. Still he was facing. The first was the attic he slept in the overrun by rats and mice. So in his home, okay, in his home where the when Mr. Fitzwarren came him home, that room was actually totally by rat, rat and mice. At night they scampered all over him and kept him awake. After a time he solved this problem by saving the few pennies he was paid and buying himself a cat. And in no time at all the cat chased away all the rats and mice. Dick was able to sleep peacefully. So here what happened? He got an idea that after getting money from Mr. Fitzwarren, he purchased a cat. Okay, he purchased a cat, and he find himself peacefully. The other the other difficulty, which was not so easy to overcome, was the cook's bad temper. She shouted and screamed all day and would scold Dick and hit him with wooden spoon, even when he was working as the hard as a cloud. Okay, how hard as a cloud. Now, till now we have understood that Dick Whittington is a poor boy. He is from England. He doesn't have father. One day someone said to him, go in London. There are lots of gold and silver. When he reached to London, he found that there is nothing, and he was slept at night, and in the morning he started begging to the people to give me food. And then he pur- and he slept at one near one room, and that room is a ship captain, Mr. Fitzwarren. Fitzwarren saw him that a boy, poor boy, and he gave him a job in his home. And then he gave him a one room to sleep, but in that room there was a problem. There were so many mouse and mice were there, and whatever money he is collecting it, he purchased one cat. The other difficulty, which was one difficulty he faced, like where he was sleeping, that he didn't get a good night's sleep because there was a rat. The other difficulty, which was so easy to overcome, was the cook bad temper. Other temper was bad temper of that cook where he was working for. She shouted and screamed all day and would scold Dick and hit him with a wooden spoon, even when he was working as hard as he could. So first problem, he is not getting good night's sleep. Second problem, the problem of that cook person, she is beating him. Okay, one night one night Dick decided he could stand it no more. Early in the next morning, before the cook was up, and he set out with his cat to seek his fortune elsewhere. The two of them walked as far as Holloway on their way out on of London. Then Dick sat down on a stone no rest to rest. It was first of November, all Sundays. Okay, one night the boy decided that he could stand it no more. Early next morning, before cook was up, so before waking up, because he was working with kitchen with a cook, he sat out with his cat to seek fortune elsewhere. He again left the house and to find the luck. The two of them walked far away in hallway on their way out London. Then Dick sat down on a stone and rest. It was 1st November, All Saints' Day, and the church bells were ringing. As Dick sat and listened, it seemed they were ringing out a message for him. Turn again, Whittington, thou worthy citizen, Lord Mayor of London. I am stopping here. We will continue later.